So we'll commence with briefly looking through our previous slide to remind ourselves of one of the primary reasons why we are PBOs. Hello. So we have been going through trainings on how to edit, we've done trainings here on how to prospect our clients, right? So you have not, that's some of the trainings we've had where we invited some experts to teach us on how to present ourselves, how to talk to our clients and all that. So our MD, Dr. Lolia, has sometimes taught us how to rebrand ourselves, right? So all those things, some of these trainings, we are revisiting them again. For example, I can tell you that, how many of you know that our MD is around? She's back. The MD of PWAN Stella, you know, she traveled before, so she's back. Yeah, so so we are likely going to hear. You can come forward now. There's no space. So we are likely going to hear from her one of these weeks. She's going to take us on a class on rebranding our personality. Hello. Very important. How people perceive us is important if you want to make sales. So we're going to go through this previous slide very swiftly. That place is restricted. Is your phone off? Is your phone off? Is it on silence? Are you very, very sure? All right. But ensure you charge it because we're going to do practicals very soon. So let's start off. P1 business opportunity. As a PBO, the meaning of PBO means P1 business owner. We all here are PBOs, right? So you're a PBO, right? All right. So we all are PBOs. You are a PBO too. So let's get right onto it. Every time we ask ourselves, why? What is your why? What is my why? This question is not unique to P1. What did I say? The question is not what? Unique to P1. Okay, ordinarily, if not for ordinarily, why would you see yourself learning how to use phone to edit video? What's your reason for doing that? You understand now, right? So market. Exactly. So, but the question is, if you are not marketing anything, what is your business with video editing? Exactly. So the question is always, why? Right? Why do you do what you do? I would please, both of you, don't be offended, please. You would have to stay here or come forward. I want to take off that seat so that let all these ones be filled. Please, sir. No, not you, sir. I'm talking about it. Yeah. No, I'm talking about yes. Please, you can come here or you can come there. Miss Nina. Miss Nina. Welcome. Please come and take these seats away temporarily. Just keep them somewhere, please. So that people come, they come in. All right. So in P1, as a PBO, the question also always comes up, why? What is your why? Why are you a PBO? Why are you in the real estate business? In mostly every aspect of life, if you don't know the why for what you're doing, there's this common saying that if purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Right? Are we together? If you come to Mondays or Tuesdays or whatever days you spend time and money going from different affiliates, training yourself, and you don't know why, then you are abusing your money, you are abusing your time and your energy. You can't just come to take your car, drive it to a filling station, put fuel, and just begin to drive. You drive to Lekki, and you drive back, and you just park. No purpose, no reason, doesn't make sense. So what is your why? As a PBO, from the slides, a doctor, madam, mama, has established basically some of the whys that resonate with almost every PBO, right? And one of the why is happy family. Another why is personal development. Another why is beautiful homes. We'll come to that. Another why is luxury cars, then financial freedom. Now, let me rewind back. Now, financial freedom is supposedly the major why we are all here. That should be what drives you. I don't know if you've been in any situation that has embarrassed you financially, but I have. And it's not sweet. Hello? So, the ability to be able to afford basic life, food, shelter, the ability to move around freely, even if you have your car or you don't want to have a car yet, if you want to move from place to place and the transport is expensive, as long as you can afford the transport, you can move freely. That also, people are waiting in the bus stop and pricing fare. Bus will come, Lekki, 1K. You see people pricing 800, 700, but you don't have time because time is money. You just enter. Are you going to Lekki? Yes, you enter. Any amount the driver costs, you pay. Right there in the car, you can negotiate, but you know that whatever the driver agrees, that you can pay that, right? So you save your time. If you're not financially free, you will not be able to do that. And every other thing, they tell us, if you are living healthy, you ought to live healthy, eat good foods, not also eat fruits regularly. Now, for some people, fruits is very expensive. But in actual reality, everything is expensive. So, but because of financial constraints, people now see foods that are healthy as expensive and now rush for the ones that they consider cheap. But every cause has an effect. And if you don't see the effect today, you will see it in 5 years, you will see it in 10 years, and these things accumulate. So if you are financially free, certain mentalities go away. Hello? For example, how many of us know about solar? All of us know solar now. Abi? So you know solar, you know solar now. Solar and NEPA, which one is cheaper? Now you say NEPA is cheap. Now, if NEPA gives you constant light for 1 week, constant light, and you're using prepaid, you will know that NEPA is not cheap. NEPA is cheap because you have, for most of us, we get 3 hours of light every day. 3 hours, if you are lucky. So you capitalize on 3 hours daily in a week. I know how much I spend for a meter. You don't really know how much you spend in meter. If NEPA decides to give you 24 hours every day for 7 days, you will beg NEPA to stop giving you light. You say something is wrong. So, this meter has been running. Just been people that it's like NEPA has changed. NEPA didn't change anything. Just that you've started having what? Constant light. It still depends. So my point is, financial constraint makes us see something that naturally is cheap, but we see it as what? Expensive. How much does it cost you to set up a solar? It's expensive, but it is not expensive. Hello? It's not. Actually, if you go and buy, I take Nescafe. You know Nescafe? That small coffee. I take it from time to time. So I discovered something this is what I discovered. I went to Jendol, new supermarket. I saw the cartons. Fantastic. So I came and took the carton and I went to the scanner and scanned the carton. I saw the price. The price was, what was the price? 16,000, right? Are we together? 16,000. I was curious. How many is inside? 150. I calculated. 150, calculated it. Now, this is what I did. I already know how much I buy the 1. Some place I buy 150. Some place I buy 200. Then also, so I say 200, I say 150. I say 150 times 150. You know what they gave me? 150 times 150 should give me what? 30,000 also. 150 times 150 give me what? 30,000. I told myself, in 2 months, I have consumed more than 150 of these coffees. So let's assume in 2 months I consume 150, which means I have spent 30,000 buying this coffee. But here I am looking at the carton, and the carton is 16,000. So the question is, if you tell someone buy the carton, it's too expensive. No, it's because you don't have 16,000 in your hand that you used to buy the carton. But you have 150, 200, 150, 200 from time to time. But the thing is, you spend little, but you spend more. That is the poverty mentality. You are scared of buying in bulk because you are scared of spending that big money. Or you actually spend ×2 of the money in 1 month. So if you understand the concept of saving, you will appreciate buying in bulk. Is that not so? You tell yourself, if I've been spending 30,000 every month, you know what you do? You bring out the 30,000, you buy the carton, you change, you save it. So this is because you've already bought for 1 month. You save the change. You don't use that change for any other thing. The remaining 8,000 or 7,000, you actually do what? Save it. Hello? So financial freedom gives us the opportunity to, live life comfortably. Now, cars, beautiful homes, and family, happy family. These 3 goes together. Hello? If you have a good home and if you have a beautiful home and you have a good car, at least it is some guarantee of a happy family. Not as if doesn't mean that those things guarantees it, but they contribute to it. And also, some people might still have those things, but they're happy, their family is not happy. But that's the subject of another thing. But the truth is that you can't live in a house that is leaking, that is flooding. You live in an environment where you can't leave the house until it is 6 because it is dangerous. Then also, all those things, everybody is on edge. If you get back outside, your mind will begin to, who is there, begin to you are very, very, but if you have a secure house, have a good means of transportation, then it is very, very possible that you can have a happy family. So financial freedom gives you access to all these and helps you. Then finally, we have personal development. We are still talking about why. Is that not so? Why? When we are training here and we tell you, go and study more, go and do research, go and do this and that. You ask yourself, why am I doing all these things? If your why is not solid, you will not be motivated enough to do these things. Right? Every time. So briefly about PWAN. PWAN is Property World African Network. Now, this period is the time when we as PBOs should be able to solidify our knowledge on PWAN with all the things that is going on, right? People will confront us. It's not the PWAN everywhere. It's just another, be scam now. The way you address the person will create an impression, either positive or negative, on that person's page. Hello. So now, more than ever, is the time we have to understand the company we are working. For example, when people say P1, a lot of people don't understand that P1 is a group, not a company. Hello? Do you even know that P1 is a group? P1 Sterling is the company, one of the companies in the group. P1 Champion is another company. P1 Max, P1 Premium, P1 Pro, P1 Classic, P1 has taken all the names. Everything. They are taking everything. They're serious now. Zenith. Okay, P1 Zenith. Okay. But there's no P1 first. Okay? There's no P1 second. All right. So there's no P1 Niger. Not yet. Okay. Then there's P1 Lekki. Okay. All right. So you have to understand this story. Understand it, read it. See, knowledge gives you confidence. That's the truth. If you have the history of P1 in your head, if you know it, I can assure you that when people confront you about P1, that knowledge will give you confidence. So that is one of the important things for this. You have to understand it. So I'm not going to go through it because of the time, but you see, I always tell us in P1 Sterling, we share the slides, don't we? So do you have these slides? You have it today. For every new person in our database that have not received the slide, we share it because you have to go through the slide yourself as a PBU, right? Right? Okay, so we're going to go through. So these are the founders of P1 Group. They are the founders, Dr. Austin and Dr. Jane Onwomere. Now, I was meant to understand by my research that she is the brains behind recruitment, the network, right? Why this is the real estate, not real estate, the marketing recruitment. P1 is all about marketing and what? Recruitment. Now, the network is the engine behind everything. And what's the network? The 5x5 multi-level marketing system. Now, the multi-level marketing system is not new. P1 did not invent it. I hope we know that. It has been in existence. Network marketing has been in existence. But P1 was the first company or the first group that adopted multi-level marketing in real estate. Now, what is the reason behind that? It's to give people access to grow wealth. I can tell you that if you do your research, you will discover that over centuries, real estate has been a sector that has been closely protected by the 1%. Hello? They make sure that it is impossible for the common man to have access to do such business. Because real estate is one of the businesses that I know from now that when you are involved in it, you get high returns. You get what? High returns. As a real estate agent, if you mistakenly sell a property of 1 billion, what will be your commission? What is the lowest percentage you can get? 5%, right? What is 5% of 1 billion? 1 billion, not million. 50 million. So if you sell a property worth 1 billion, you get how much? 50 million. So you see, someone who is struggling and just find himself involved in such transaction. Let's just say, let's not make it look too much like these movies we watch. Let's just say one common person who wakes up in the morning, just doesn't know where to go, probably a graduate, and he's just there struggling. Maybe he has bike, just trying to make ends meet. Then he meets a friend, and the friend is saying, I get one of my clients who wants to buy blah 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 blah. I'm just trying to look for, and he's like, I have this house. This guy, this property. Say, hey, how do we do now? What's my cut? So I'll give you 1%. Say, hey, it's okay. So the not knowing where to go graduate just gets a deal, 1%. The other person will get 5%, whatever. Now, he will now be pushing because he has calculated. Then, fortunately for him, he now meets a client. He now goes to the person and says, they connect him. He takes off his hands. Then the agent now finishes the transaction and hits the deal. Omo, I don't hit the deal. Why? The guy don't pay. And he gets his 1%. What is his 1%? Yeah? 10 million. Or maybe it's not percentage they agree. Maybe they agree that, Omo, if it's in deal, 5 million. Because the agents want to pay as less as possible, right? And the guy has not seen 1 million in his life. And he sees someone who is saying, if this deal works, you get 5 million. And suddenly one morning, he just wakes up and gets 5 million alert from just by discussing with somebody. That is the power of real estate. Hello? That is the power. That is what real estate can do that drugs marketing cannot do. Is that also? We know that now when you are marketing supplements. Supplements cannot give you 200,000 at once. You have to work and work and work and work and work. For real estate, you will work and work and work and work and work, but your first hit will be heavy. So the 1% doesn't give us that. But these two personalities, they created a system whereby anybody can grow wealth. Anybody can have access to real estate business. Hello? That is why when you come to trainings, you come to conferences, you meet the unlikely of people. Hello? Maybe it's their first time, they dress awkwardly, or give them 2 years. When they appear again and go repro the next year, they don't package. Why? Because they must have touched more money and more. So it gives access. So that is what P1 group, and that is why I am not surprised what's going on. Hello? I'm not surprised what's going on. Or the attack, I am not. Yeah. If people have their way, they want to bring it down because everybody now suddenly have the opportunity to become millionaire. Is that not so? So that's their vision. So if you understand that, we have to understand that as PBOs. So what's the vision and mission of P1 group? As a PBO, everyone should know this. So let's look at the screen and let's all read it together. Again. Let's say it again. Dream, reality. It is really a dream. Owning a home in Nigeria is a dream. You know why I call it a dream? Because not only your mind, it's only in the mind that it has. When will that dream be reality? A lot of people want to have their own homes, but it's only a dream. There's this common statement that is made. Dreams are for what? Is it dreams or wishes? If wishes were horses, then what? And beggars will ride on them. But P1 group, I can tell you that with P1 group, that statement is obsolete. It's cancelled. Because a beggar today can be a millionaire next week. Right? We know of proofs in P1, right? We know of proofs in P1, right? We know people who were nothing in their area. Suddenly they are now big boys. They still cannot speak a good English, but they command money. And The truth is that in this world, if you don't have money, you don't have respect. You can argue it, but that's my. The earlier I got that in my head, the faster I began to think differently. Hello? Like for me as a Christian, if I really want to spread the gospel and I don't have money, I am wasting my time. Because in the street, you will meet people who are actually hungry. And if someone is hungry, the person is not listening to you. It's not. All right, so that's the dream, that's the vision. How does this vision come to reality? That is where the mission comes in. I always ask myself, in every organization, in every office, in every business, people always have what? Vision, mission. Can someone tell me the difference between a mission and a vision? Have you ever thought of that? Okay, if you have thought of that, what's the answer? What did you come to realize? Mm-hmm.
Just see something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm. You execute. Okay. You're getting somewhere. Look at help me again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what did you say here is the why? Okay, you said the vision is the what? Is the what? Okay, so in summary, the vision is the what? You said why is the what? The vision is the what? What? Why the mission is the how? So if you are doing mission vision in your business, that's how you frame the vision is where do you want to get to? See, the vision is a place, and that place has to be very big, has to be very impossible. Hello? If the vision is very simple, then it's not a vision. Vision is something that you want to attain to. That when you get to that point, it will propel you to change the vision. Now, we have not gotten there yet in P1 Group, have we? There's a target that is in the head of Dr. James' mind. A percentage of Nigerians who will boast of living in their own house. Until that percentage is reached, the vision is still ahead. So what is driving her to drive us to get to that vision? So P1 now creates a global agenda. And the first thing is to do what? Discover affordable lands everywhere. Now, how will this be possible? How can P1 as one group discover lands everywhere in the world? What strategy did they use? No. To discover land. Are you the ones discovering the lands? Who is discovering the lands? The affiliates. So they said it's going to be a group. Now we're going to establish companies under the group. Now these companies are the tentacles of P1 Group. They'll be spreading and entering localities and acquiring properties. That is how discovering lands everywhere, through affiliates, through companies. So how can a company have companies? Group. Is that also? So as a PBU, at least if you don't know a lot of things, you should know that a company can have companies when the company calls himself a group. Is that also? That's valuable knowledge, that's business knowledge. So make this known to you. That's where you and I comes in. Is that also? Networks. And also, when they say you, they are referring to who? PBO. Good. Now, and also show you how you can make money to buy land build your own home, blah, blah, blah. So 3 things: discover affordable lands, tell you and show you how to use it to make money. Is that also? Please, jam your hands for P1. Just clap first. I'll tell you the reason why you are clapping. Just clap first. Now, this is the reason why I say you should clap. Is there anyone who wants to start a business and does not plan to gain from the business? Do you think there are Nigerians who can create a business, make millions, but at the same time raise millionaires? Do you think it's possible? It's possible, but ask yourself, why are there not businesses coming up? Why? Why is it that businesses that comes up is strategically designed to keep the masses at bay? Just give them something to survive daily or monthly, right? Yet making ridiculous profits. There is no agenda to share the wealth. But we have a company whose agenda is to do what? Share the wealth. That's the reason for the clapping. So clap again. Jesus Christ says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. One of the key things that gives us, that makes us afraid, makes us doubt processes, doubt whatever we are doing, is when we don't understand, really understand what we are doing. If you understand P1 group, if you understand what you stand to gain as a PBU, you will put your legs on the ground and say, I want to do this. Hello? Good. So discover affordable lands, make them known, and do what? How to. So how does P1 teach you how to make money with all these things? Firstly, they will tell you, we have a property here. Tell people about the property. When they come to buy, you will have 15% of the money they use in paying the property. So you now tell us, okay, this is one way to make money, right? What other way do you make money? Recruitment. Talk to people, let them come and register, and let them start promoting properties. Now, anybody that registers under you, we have a system. If the person registers under you, if the person makes sales, the person gets his 15%, you get what? 5%. Which means we have 2 ways now to make money. You can make money by yourself. You can make money by simply amassing people. Hello? Some of us might decide to say that, I don't have the time to begin to run people. No, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to look for people who I can bring in. This person can sell. And let me tell you the truth. There are people in the streets that can sell mad. By the way they organize, by the way they talk, by the way they live their life in the streets, you know that this one is a seller. Can sell anything. Let me tell you the truth. You see those boys who collect money on the road, who wear green, they are massive sellers. You see the persistence to collect that money. That is unique. Let me ask you, can you do that? No, not on the road. Can you pester somebody until the person agrees to do that thing? Can you do that? Now, I'm trying to show you their skill, right? Is that hardship has brought out that in them. So if you get someone like that to recruit someone like that, and you explain to the person, like, just give the person a flyer. The person has one Egbon in the area. This Egbon can talk to Egbon. By the time he persist, the Egbon says, let me just buy 1 plot. He buys 1 plot. The guy receives an alert. He says, this is cashing out. The guy will recruit all his guys. Very soon you won't see them on the road again. Truth. You won't see them on the road again. So that's number 2, recruitment. And then if the person you recruit now recruit another person, then when the person sells, you get so recruitment, sales, then a lot of other bonuses are included. Core value. So what's the core value of P1 group? Let's say together. Again, I want to remind us that if you want to succeed, you have to build your business, your personality, your brand around these core values. Hello? Hello? The first one is what? The second one? Next? 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 The reason why we have a history, some companies have a history of, have a not so good history, right? That is making all the headlines and all that, is because of the inability to follow these rules or these principles. As a PBO, hello, are you together? As a PBO, if you are selling, let's say, Silver Springs to someone, you don't have power over the land. You don't own the land. You are only a marketer. Is that not so? So before you involve a client to buy a property, you must be confident yourself that this property is good to go. And how do you boost that confidence? You must do what we call due diligence. Somebody say due diligence. Now, what is due diligence? You must get your facts right. For example, this property sells for 12.5 million. Is there hidden fees? What are the hidden fees? Well, that's not hidden fees. It's statutory fee. Thank you, sir. So, but when you are selling to your clients should know that, okay, this 12.5 now for the land. Then you go pay for your deed of assignment and the survey plan. And you will explain to them that those two things are what makes the land your land. Hello? Client answered, okay. You must be able to communicate the need for the client to pay, not just the payments. Because people naturally get scared when they want to pay money. Nobody wants to spend money. I hope you know that, including you and I. The reason why we spend money is because we need to spend the money. So you have to tell the clients why, this deed of assignment, and we get plenty documents. We'll give you receipt, we'll give you contract. All those ones follow this. But you see, deed of assignment and survey, that's what proves that the land is yours. And those things, deed of assignment, will involve lawyers. So we pay lawyers now. So you see, you have to pay. Then the rental survey is where we now involve government. Is that also? Government will register that land for you under your name. Say, okay. So they now understand. They might even pay that documentation. They might say, okay, put everything together. Let me just pay everything once. Hello? Because you understand now, you now mention development fee. The development fee again. We have to explain. The question is, if you don't even understand all these things, how will you explain it to your clients? Now, what is development fee? When you buy the land, right? Hello? When you buy the land, naturally, you're supposed to clear the land, put beacons for you, fence it. So, but this land you are buying is in an estate. It's not like in the olden days where you buy land, it's just you. Someone can just come and collect it. We have got the land, we have fixed it. So nobody can even enter into the estate and begin to claim nonsense. That also. So the land is secure. So we fence, so that development fee you are paying, if you can pay it now, because the development fee is tied to cost of development, cost of material. So if you pay it now, you have secured yourself. But if you wait for 1 year, it might double. You say, sell the need, don't sell the price. Due diligence. So you must understand that all these things are already in place in an estate. And also, before you begin to market the estate, you must know that you must ensure that collect the soft form, read through it. The address advertised in the soft form, is it actually correct? Is that not why you go for inspection? Are you? You go for inspection. Now, when you are inspecting, you get there, open your phone, open Google Map. Hello? This is where training comes in. We've studied Google Maps here before, right? Open Google Map. Try to find out where you are in Google Map. Pin it. Then get home. Begin to check. From this point to, okay, they said 3 minutes drive from Asaba Airport. Okay, let me check. From this point, let me say I want to go to Asaba Airport. Google Map will give you time, how long it will take you to use car. If it's not 3 minutes, you could affiliate. Hello, ma. That thing is not correct. It's not 3 minutes. Please, people should change it. Do you know that you have the right to do that? Hello. Do you know you have the right to do that, PBO? An affiliate is marketing something and giving a detail. And let's just take for example, we have a property at Ishiwa. I'm not going to the property. So I didn't know the property at Ishiwa. You have the flyer with you. Okay. Now, we could say Epe. Hello. We could say Epe. A Sterling Gulf City, Epe. Then during inspection, we carry someone in a car and we go. And the person just watches his Google map. Okay, we're in Epe. Okay. Then suddenly, we are in Ogun State. Since when did Epe and Ogun State? So when you come back, so the people are telling no. Ishiwa is not in Epe, it's in Ogun State. Please change it. He said, no, change it. I propose that PWAN groups should even have a system where if certain nonsense is going on, you can report to the group. These affiliates told us that this property is in this, it was actually in this place. You report them. Because when trouble comes, you are the first person they will meet as a PBO. Then the image of PWAN as a whole will begin to get destroyed. Why? Because so people don't want to do the right thing. Is that not so? It is in your power to make us do the right thing. That's the thing. So you see, that is why I said, when you yourself as the PBO read through the subscription form. Now the subscription form, because that one is a legal document, affiliates will be careful to put the right details there. Is that also? So in as much as the flyer is saying Epe, but the sub form is saying Ogun State, if you don't have the time to talk to the affiliates, but you can talk to your clients. So actually, this land is in Ogun State. Be upfront. Hey, but you see, they say that, sir, forget the flyer. I'm just telling you now, before you pay, it's Ogun State too. So I don't want any land in Ogun State. I don't want to buy it. It must be a He says, okay, no problem. No. Don't force people to do to buy what they don't want to buy. You will land in court. It's not true. No, it's not true. We have a client who bought 5 plots of Ishiwo, Ogun State. 5 plots. You see? Okay. Let's argue that he's from Ogun State. But if you are the PBO that landed that deal, don't you think that you can get more deals from that client? Don't you think he has friends? Don't you think he has brothers who don't have land in the town? And this is an opportunity to get land in their own town, but it has nothing to do with any family because nobody will fight it with them. Is that also? What are you saying? So it's not about people prefer Lagos. No. We have over 200 million people in Nigeria. Is that also? We have millions of people in Lagos State. Is that also? Why do you think the social media is there? The social media is there so that you can capture the attention of those who are actually looking for land in local states. Is that also? You have to create a means to get their attention. Once you got their attention, you have to follow them up. Hello? So what will we say? You're talking about due diligence, have you? I've gotten carried away. All right. So all these things will help you to have you to make to what we call have due diligence or carry out due diligence on the property you want to sell. Accountability. You must be a responsible human being. You must be able to own your successes and your failures. Hello? When something happens and you must be able to identify your own faults because that's the first step of rectifying it. If you keep not acknowledging your part in a failure, you will be stuck because you wouldn't want to do what? Change. Because in your mind, there is no need to change. Responsibility. Integrity. You must ensure that everything you tell your client is true to the best of your knowledge. Hello? If something is stated in the sub form and you didn't catch it, and your client now caught it, and then say, that is not to the best of your knowledge because it is right there in front of you. You were just not responsible enough to go through the sub form yourself. Hello? Service. You must be able to put your client first. See, this is very difficult to do, especially when we have cultivated the habit of instant gratification, right? I want to make the money. What you are looking at is the commission. No. If you want to establish a long-term relationship with people, you have to consider the clients first. Service. That resonates service. Now, excellence is like everything wrapped together. You must ensure that everything is in their right place. No. If you say perfect, let me tell you why, sorry for that, but let me tell you why, in my own point of view, perfection is not natural. Let me tell you why. We have 365 days, not also, but we have one day that disrupts it. Hello? We have one day that disrupts the 365. February is 28, 28, 28, 29. Is that not disruption? Is that perfection? Your eyes, change God that created us, not also. You know that your eyes is not symmetric. Your ears are not perfect. If you use computer to size it, they are not perfect. They're near perfect, that's the word. I hope you know that. If you divide the human body into two, it's a perfect symmetry, but it's not perfect, it's near perfect. Hello? Near perfection is the thing. But the reason why I'm saying this is this. If you drive for perfection, you will be stuck in a loop because you will never see it. For example, if you're looking for the right time to talk to a client, you will never see the right time. Because for you, the right time is you are checking something like, okay, the person must not be busy. The person must be in the house. The person must be, you're saying these are the conditions. When these conditions are right and you talk to this client, that's when you discover that at some point, everything will check but one. Hello? You don't notice that this person is actually never free. When he's eating, his phone is buzzing. So how do you not talk to the person? You must just find a way. Hello? All right, so these are the core values. So PWAN is the first real estate marketing in the whole world. We've known that. Now, can you claim this in front of anybody? Someone comes to you and says it's a lie. Can you tell the person that you are the one that doesn't know? I'm telling you that PWAN is the first network marketing company. Can you look someone to the eye and tell the person, go and do your research? Can you bet 5K? Find that company, bring it. I will tell you that that company is not the first. Can you bet? I know that betting is not another, but I'm just saying, can you stake something to this information? I'm asking you now. Are you very, very sure? Is it just because people told you? Have you done your research? Okay. Which company is the second if this is the first? Who told you the second? I'm asking you now. You're the one to tell me now. No, you can't ask me back. There is a second. Go and find out. Now, there's a principle I've taught in this class. If I tell you, hello, see, listen. No, he's right too. But if I tell you, you are right. But if I tell you that I have deprived you of something very important, your ability to know. If you go and search, you will discover other information in the process of searching for that. And those information, if I tell you now, I have robbed you of those information. And it is unfair for me to do that. That's one of the most difficult things to do as trainers. You withhold information to give people opportunity to actually learn. Hello? That's why you give people homework. Why do you think they gave you homework during school? It's not so that you can solve it. It's so that somehow, your parents will get involved in your education. That's one of the reasons I did education in school, right? If you want to involve a parent in the education of a child, give the child a project that is impossible to do. You see parents say, why don't we give you something where you know feed do? They don't get it. Come and do it. It's the parents, you not see parents will now be running around. That is the purpose of that assignment. So that the parents will actually know what is going on in the child's book. Hello? Exactly. If the child is stuck, who will you go and meet? It's not the parents. So if I give you everything, I am bad. I am a bad instructor. So if PWAN Group is the first network marketing company, you have to know the second. It's right there. It's online. You have to search for it. But if you cannot take your time to search for it, then it now brings to question your commitment to yourself to make your millions. Because without knowledge, you can't go anywhere. Without knowledge, you can't go anywhere. I have already given you that. Is it? Okay, I don't give you now. Everybody, I go. All right, so different affiliates, all under PWAN Group. They are much more than this. Okay, so this is the multi-level marketing stuff we talked about. Now, like I said before, hello, can everyone look at the screen, please? This model is not unique to PWAN. Hello, which means that you can actually go and study about multi-level marketing. Now, this one I will tell you for free. The easiest way to study these things is to go to ChatGPT and ask the questions. And this is what you tell ChatGPT. I want to understand everything about multi-level marketing and how its impact when applied to real estate business. Hello? And AI you can probably add by saying, create an outline for me. You already told AI you want to study it, create an outline. So AI will perceive that you want to study. So AI will create an outline for you. Now, you have to add by telling AI that I am a beginner. I don't have any basic understanding of this. Do you know why? It will now affect how AI will present it to you. If you say, I have basic understanding of multi-level marketing, the AI will assume a lot of things and bring others. So if you say, I am a beginner, AI will start from the fresh. Yes, we'll give you a breakdown. So you have to now take it one by one. You have to be ready to read. You have to be ready to do what? Read. Now, I can promise you, if you take out 2 hours and you go through that lesson, your mindset will change. Hello? Your mindset to do what? Will change. I'm telling you that. So that's assignment number 2. Is that also? So it's not interesting. It's not an interesting assignment. Go and do research. I mean, so it's not an interesting assignment. Are you going to do it? You will. Who will do it? Let me see your hands. Who will do it? You do it, Or maybe if we put reward to it now, all of us will do it. Like who will say, for example, whoever comes up with a paper about multi-level marketing, the person will win the prize of 200,000. You know, people will abandon their sales and just concentrate on the research. What is important? So, in this setup, each participant can directly recruit or enroll up to 5 people. These 5 recruits form the first level of the matrix. For each of these levels, so it's called the 5 by 5 matrix. It's like a numeric system, but in this numeric system, the highest number is 5. Hello? The highest number is what? When you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you start 1, 2. There's no 6. So if the person brings 5, the system will end here. This person will still be bringing, hello. Now, this is where people get confused. This is you. Sorry about this. This is you. You bring 5 people. Sorry, this is you. You bring 15 people, for instance. Is it possible? But the system does not see it as 15. The system will take the first 5, then the remaining 10, the system will give 5 to one. Then the system will give 5 to another one. So what you have in the structure is 5. This one has 5. This one has 5. That is 15. If you keep bringing recruits, you yourself, the system will be assigning the recruits to the next of your first 5. And that's it. So you are the one recruiting, but your down success lines are actually having legs on their own. Hello? But if this person decides to recruit, the system will not share his recruits to these people. The system will share his recruit to everyone here. So if this person brings 10, these 5, the first person will have 5, second person will have 5. If this person keeps bringing, it will keep expanding. That is the structure. The idea is that if someone down, so PWAN now created a commission system that ends in level 3. Is that also? That's why you see there. So your earning ends here. It means if anybody sells property under this place, you don't get. This level gets, and this level gets. It ends like that. Is that not so? We understand that? Okay, let me get it. So this is you. If this person makes sale, how many percent do you have? Good. This is the 3rd level in your network. If someone here makes sales, this person gets what? And this person gets what? Fine, fantastic. Now, if this person has a recruit and that person makes sales, this person has what? This person has what? What do you get? You get what? Okay. Okay. So they're still using the multi. How many levels do we have? Is it 4? So it's 4. I had it, you scrub to 3, but I don't know. Is it still 4? It's 3 now. Do you receive your 4th level? But they sell. See, so it's 3 now. Okay, so it's only when you are a manager that you receive the 1.5%. I mean, it's interesting. So if you are a manager, do you receive the 5th level? How many percent? 5th level. 1%. 1%. If you are a what? Manager. So it means if this guy here is a manager, and what qualifies this guy to be a manager? 30 what? 30 classic goals under him, right? He becomes a manager. But for assistant manager, you must have 5. Does PWAN have a comprehensive handbook that explains all this? A handbook. Where is it? No, I said, listen to my question. Does PWAN have a comprehensive handbook? Do you know why there's no handbook yet? Because you guys have not demanded for it. To do what? Because if there's a handbook, then the handbook becomes like a what? Constitution. Right? Nobody can deny you of your rights anymore. Is that not so? Mm-hmm. Well, the previous slide is more detailed than this. Well, they gave us this slide. Mm-hmm. Except if someone, like for example, now, if we as P1 Sterling, we do our research and rejig it, make it more fleshy, we can now, right? Are we okay? All right. Yes. 7 persons. 10, huh? Yes. Mm-hmm. No, that's what I'm trying to let you know, that if you have 10 persons under you, right? If you log into your portal, it is a portal that will now show you how the system has distributed your success lines. You get me now? Now, this is the reason why this knowledge is important. This is why you will assume that somebody who you recruited, because the person is a very good seller, you will assume that the person is in your second line. Is that also? But the person might not be. The person might be your 7th recruit. And unfortunately for you, the first 5 actually paid something. So they have been lined up. So that 6th person or 7th person now becomes your 2nd level success line. So when the person now goes and sells property, you'll be expecting 5%. Nah. No. That is why, see, hello. Knowledge is power. Say it. Again. Now I want to ask you, how many of you understand the portal enough to understand your levels in the portal? Whether previous one or this one, how many of you know that? You understand it, right? Have you been to the portal before, even the old one? Do you know that you can know your recruits level from your portal? The fact that a lot of people are looking at me like, really? That's why I said knowledge is power. Because if you know beforehand, guess what? Listen. Because if you know beforehand, let me tell you, you have recruits lined up you want to recruit. You'll be careful to recruit anybody immediately. You would be careful not to recruit people who are not serious first. You'll be careful to make sure that your first 5 recruits are serious people. Hello? Exactly. The first 5 is very important. So some of us who have not started recruiting, your first 5 is very important. Don't want to recruit a bunch of ZZ on your first 5. They will just be there and just be occupying space and doing nothing. And hold on, when you now go and recruit more people, those people will now fall under their first 5. They will now be earning 5%. Then you will now be earning 2.5%. You see? You see? If you recruit, see, you're not getting this, which means you're not getting this thing. I said if you recruit 10 people directly, hello. If you recruit 10 people directly, they have explained this in GoPro. If you recruit 10 people directly with your own link, the system will pick 5 as your first 5 is the first 5. Anybody after that 5, even though the person is coming from you, the system will assign that person to one of your 5s. There is nothing after 5. 5 is 5. Not that you will not receive. I'm saying if you recruit someone and someone falls under your 5, the person becomes your second success line. So it's 2.5. Oh, it's the person that the system puts it on that will get the 5%. That's the reason why I said go back and study multi-level marketing. This thing is not only here, it's the same thing for all networking that use 5 and 5 matrix. Hello? Only that their own percentage is different. And also, for most of those marketing, they majorly use PVs. Hello? They don't use percentage, they use what? PVs. If you recruit 5 people, if those people, 5 people sell or do any activity they're doing, you are getting a certain number of PVs from them. Then if someone they recruit is selling or whatever, they are receiving PVs, you are receiving PVs. This thing, that's how it works. So if you don't really understand, that's where all the confusion is coming from. Let me tell you something. I've discovered that if you find yourself arguing over certain details, something is wrong somewhere. Pause, go back and do your research. Be sure of the information. Hello? See, if you are sure of an information, you will not even argue because you know what you know. Is that also? That's one of the keys from when you study how to understand why people behave the way they behave. Human behavior. One of the things they taught us in school, human behavior, is that when you see someone who is trying to emphasize on a point, that person doesn't really know. He's not sure of that point, just wants to dominate the conversation. Hello? When you know what you know, you calm down. It's a basic human behavior. So that's why I said knowledge is what? Power. If you have knowledge, you have assurance. Hello? So it's good we are actually dealing with this, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. But they are getting commissions. Wait, are they receiving commissions? So when you say dormant, it means they have not renewed for the year. They are new, but they are dormant. Wait. Did they pay for any level? They have not paid. They have not upgraded. Don't use the word hello. Don't use the word they have not registered. The word registration means they are already in the system. If they are in the system, they have to be active by subscribing to one of the plans. But Mama has made it possible that if someone enters the system for free, the person can earn something if the person markets a product. That also. So it is your duty as a success, as an upline who brought that person, to ensure that that person sells something. You can go as far as having a client who wants to buy property, calling these success lines, sit down with the client, say, this line, I mean, bring them. But let me show you how this thing works. You bring the sub form, you fill it. You say, it is your name I will put here now. You put your success line's name and everything, and the person, your client pays, you ensure that they release the commission of that success line. When the success line receives 100K in his account, and your success line knows that it is that thing that got 100K, do you think she will not sell? Hello? But how far have you gone to really convince that person that this thing is not scam? Because let me tell you the truth. Has the person received any commission? So wait. Have you done it? Hello? Have you done it? That is the point now. Sir, do you understand my point? I just explained a scenario now. I asked you, has any of you actually did this? I just said. So you can't confidently say it is not working. Hello? You have to be scientific in this thing. If you have not tried something, you can't say it's not working. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah? Yeah?
I already started.
Yes?
What I expect the company to
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to pick best 5. For me, why would they go and pick the one that is not best, and they will not give my best to people that we know? It's not good.
Okay, now.
That's the other observation.
Okay. Yeah.
So I expect company to do it manually, or they arrange their system. Yes, now.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's not done anywhere now.
Very good observation. Okay. Very good observation. Now, okay. Now, do you understand this observation? We understand it, right? Okay. Let me now say something very important. First and foremost, all these things is done with the computer system. Is that not so?
Yes.
When you are bringing the recruits, you bring them sequentially. Is that not so? Is that not so? Which means you bring the first one, probably bring 3 at once. But you see that 3 at once, you don't impute them all at once. Is that not so? You first already start 1, then you register the next one. Right there, then register the 3rd one. Right there. Is that not so? Good. Now, I'm a systems person, I'm a programmer. I do applications. Now, without a standard of data integrity, my brother, I can tell you, banks will not even work. Wait, no, calm down and just listen first now. Do you choose your account number? Do you choose the way your account number should look like? No, I'm going somewhere. Wait first now. You have to have an open mind first. You have to really understand how the system works. You made mention of manual. Now, there is no manual anywhere. That's why it is how it is. And that's the frustration you are trying to portray now. But I'm trying to explain something to you. Do you choose your phone number? Even though you go to where you buy numbers, you pick from the numbers that are already created. You find the one that suits you. But you don't choose, say, my number will be 011121. Just no. Eh? Okay, hold on. Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you why they have the same number. Before going back to what I'm explaining. Now, they go to the place where they buy numbers. The numbers are already stacked on the table. They now deliberately look for numbers that have gone to a table where you see some numbers end with 992, 993. They decide to pick the same that are from. But it doesn't mean that they went to MTN and say, MTN, give us number that. No. It has already been created and brought out of the system. Now, for multi-level, that is the reason why I said, go and do a research on for multi-level marketing to work. There is already an established system called multi-level marketing. P1 did not invent it. Yeah, exactly. That is how MLM works. So if P1 comes and tries to do something else, there is no longer multi-level marketing and everything will crash. You see it now? That's how MLM works. It's a system that's been designed. If you open a bank right now, you have to follow the system because you will have savings. You have to follow the principles of savings. You have corporate accounts. You have to follow the principles of corporate accounts. You have to, all this is, you have to follow the system. If you create your own system, you must be sure that that system will survive, otherwise it will crash. That is why. So, as you are registering, the system that has already been programmed will take the first 5 as your first 5. Eh? No. When you register the first one, that's your first number 1. When you register the second one, that's your second one. Exactly. When you register the third one, that's your third one exactly. Not randomly. As they come, it keeps stacking one by one. So once it gets to 5, you have gotten 5. The number 6 recruits will come to the number 1 downline. Until this one is filled. Until this one is filled. This one is filled. That is the dilemma in this system. Do I call it the dilemma? Because it looks like a fault or like a loophole to the disadvantage of the PBO. Is that not so? But if you remember, every time Mama keeps emphasizing on you that is here, you have to work. Do you think to become a manager in the system is my mind? It's my mind now. It means the person actually did work, right? Now, if you, that is why our MD has actually taught us, her principle is what I just explained now. That thing I explained now is her principle. If you want to make it, you cannot eat the cake alone now. Wait, okay, for God's sake, the person people you are putting in the sub fund to get this 5%, are you not going to get 2.5 from that 5%? Hello? You get the 2%. So what is the problem? The clients keep coming, you have downlines, they never taste money for their life. When you hear when I explain something, wait, when you hear when I explain something, you're just exactly, see, okay, let me put on the mic. See, you have to literally work for your downline to open their eyes. You don't understand. People have not touched money. They don't understand that they can just have 200,000 by just doing this. They don't understand it. If they don't experience it, Emily said something here one day. He said, if you have not received 1 million in your account as an alert, you will never, 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 never understand how someone who has 1 million thinks. So you have you had 1 million? So you can't understand why someone cannot think the way you think when the person sees 1 million. Except you have come from the ground before. Like me, I can understand when someone gets an alert and the person develops fever. Because it had happened towards me. Hello? Yeah. Do you have a car? You have a car yet? No, I want to ask a question. You don't have a car yet, right? No, wait, listen, I want to wait. Wait, I want to see. Okay, me, I don't have a car. No, of course, okay. I don't have a car, right? But I will not understand, because I don't have a car. Listen, because I don't have a car, I don't really understand what it means to own a car. For starters, I don't understand the pressure of trying to maintain a car. Hello, sir, you understand me? How to be bothered that the tire is not working. The car has stopped. I'm suddenly worried. See, if I enter a car of someone and the person is taking me to the office, if the car enters bump. I'm not pressured, but the person is pressured. Because that car spoiled and the person will pay, to repair. So the person is bothered about the state of the car. I am not. Even if though I show concern, like, sorry, you, but I'm not really, but I don't really understand. So if you want to see, we're talking about this. It's really important that we really stress on this because this is the heart of the networking. This is the heart of the money making. If you have 5 people who you first recruited and they are not active, the question you ask yourself is, why are they not active? First of all, probably they have not paid for any subscription, right? Madam has eliminated that problem by ensuring that when you come in and associate and you sell, you will make money. 5%, 10% depends, you make money. So all those people need to do is to do what? Sell something and get the first alert. Psychology of human being, no matter how lazy that person is, that person gets the first alert. It will change something in that person's mentality, no matter how small. Now, if you have someone in your downline who have actually sold and gotten alerts, and after that the person becomes inactive, then it's now a different story. Is that not so? But I asked the question, do you have any downline who has sold and gotten commission and is still inactive? Because the answer is no. I now propose a suggestion. Why not find a way to make that person get the first alert? Let's start from there. Then the issue of how can I work for the person now comes in. But I want to ask all of you, was Dr. J not working for you to be where you are now? The system, was she not the one that did the whole work to get to the point where you even know that you can make money as a real estate business? Hello? Yes. Now, all the companies being established, you didn't have to establish a company. You didn't have to go to the village to get a land. Or you just got the information that there's land here. Get people who will sell, who will buy, and get 15%. That is the only thing you have to do. All the work to bring that information to you, you did nothing. Hello? So it's not, you now have an opportunity to bring someone in and sacrifice one transaction that you will get 2.5 from. And you can't bring yourself to do it. Then it not questions this. We're in training, so we have to ask ourselves the truth. It now brings to question all this. What is responsibility? You are responsible for your success lines. That is what Dr. J teaches. I've had her say it. You are responsible for your downline's success or failure. She has said it clearly. You are there. You are responsible. Dr. Fred, is this Fred? No, he has said it also. Right? So you either take it or leave it, but that's just it. Hello? It's just like saying that as a parent, I'm a parent, so I can tell you this. Just as a parent, when you see your child succeeding, when your child succeeds, when your child fails, the burden of responsibility is on who? Is on who? You as a parent, primarily first. If you don't put yourself in that position, then you will not do all that needs to be done to ensure the success of your child. And a lot of parents fail because that is not in their concept of thinking. At some point, anyhow when it may be. Hello? Once you lose that responsibility thing, things can just go away from your hand. You can't grip things again. So it's sometimes you hear that it's hard work. It's actually hard work. It's hard work to recruit. That's why if you are not in the business of recruiting, or leave recruiting alone, hello, and just be selling yourself. That's just the truth. If you want to recruit, you have to be ready to nurture. Okay, we that affiliates that keep opening doors for trainings, bring experts to come to train. You don't pay any time for those trainings. Is that not sacrifice? There's a lot of sacrifice going on. So you have to. So try it and let's see if it will not work. MD has tried it. He told us the story. I can never forget the story. A guy selling in a filling station. He registered the person. She encouraged the person to pay. Then there was no free. So you can't just register and get commission. You have to come. So the person paid 25. Is it 25 or something? The person's, you should conclude the person. When the person now paid, what she now did, she now got a client and filled his detail on the client. And the guy got commission. Call her. He now explained. The guy resigned work. But he told the guy, don't resign. Go back. Be working there and be, because it is here you get clients. Okay, so my MD went to buy fuel, now saw him in the eatery, one of the eateries. So he saw a boy selling the eatery. So he now got him to register as a PBO under her. So, and I encouraged her, I explained things to him. He now encouraged him that to make the payments and upgrade to a point where he can get commission. So when the boy actually saved money for 2 months, I think, to register. So when I registered, the next logical thing for her to do was to let this guy test the money. So she that is the master of sales, got someone who wants to buy land, filled the form, and now fills his name as the person who is selling the land, and ensure that the commission came. And when the guy got the commission, Mr. Frank, do you remember how much the guy got? I think it was 400 and something thousand. The guy is receiving 40,000 every month as salary. So when the guy saw PWAN, so he knew is that registration. So, but he couldn't understand. He called her, and the first is like, is it how PWAN gives people money? He now said no. Now I explained to her that she got a client to sell, to buy, and she filled his information. So he's the one getting the 15%. She got 5%. That's actually 2 things happened there. Number one, the guy got money that he probably had not gotten all at once in a long time, if not forever. And secondly, how can another human being show this? 400,000 should have gone to this woman, but this woman allowed it to come to me. No. 2 things. Exactly. She did it because if she fires his mind, and he catches, and it's a gamble she took. She said she took a gamble because you don't know people. But perhaps if this person is encouraged by this gesture, and decides to put his mind in this business, he will gain for it. So she was actually doing it for herself. That's why I said in the first time that, as I said, that they have a lot of Nigerians, a lot of human beings who can actually do something for themselves, and at the same time they're doing it for others. It is an energy. Hello? Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. Do you know that a lot of human beings don't actually love themselves? If you love yourself, you will see what you will benefit from something you will do, and you will do it because of yourself, or someone will be benefiting in that process. But we don't love ourselves. Okay, hold on, let me finish. So we don't love ourselves. So that's just by the way. So that knowledge I got to explain what I explained, I didn't get it from a vacuum. It was from MD's story that I got that mentality. It's not from a vacuum. I've not done it before. I would want to do it. In fact, I want to do it. But I've not done it before. So I won't tell you that is what I did. No, it was from someone else's story. It worked for her. So the question is, can you try it and see if it will work or not? So the responsibility. Yeah. We are quickly go. Okay, let's just. Okay. Mm-hmm. That is something on its own that has to be. No. You can't say it cannot be deleted. The question is, does PWAN have a policy to handle that kind of case? It's like you want to close your account. You can go to the bank and say, bank, close my account. Bank will close it, but guess what? Bank will not delete your data. There is a no delete policy coming from central bank for data retention. If you delete your data, it will not show the history that you were there before. Hello? So putting that in mind, they might have a policy in the future to move people around by the request of the person who brought them in, right? But when you move the person away, where are you going to put the person? That's the next question. No, it's not possible by policy, by virtue of data retention policy, even from the Constitution. Yeah, you don't. Yes. All right, let's go to the plane of today. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, so okay.
Is it before? Like before that you have
Let us ask a question, then we'll go to the next class. Go ahead. Yes.
Is it physical?
Okay. The payments. From my experience, I have dealt with people who have come here, I've opened their accounts, I saw the structure of their network, their registration, right? Now, the reason why you're asking this question is because for a long time, I noticed that there was a misconception on terms. When you say registration, a lot of people thought that registration is when the person makes payments. Hello? That was when you say the person has not registered. I saw someone came to me. I opened, I saw 12, 5 months. As in, the person was thinking that the person who just sold, because the person didn't get any commission, the person was hotline. That's what happened to these ones. He said they have not registered. That was when I began to realize that there's a misinformation. When you fill the form and submit, the person has registered. Payments is not registration. Hello? Payment is activation. That was a misconception. That was why people go. So, and guess what? Because, sorry if I'm going to offend anybody here, because of lack of responsibility, you just register people, and just leave them. You don't do anything again. Then you're not doing anything actually. If you don't register and follow up, cajole, convince them to actually make payment, then you have not done anything. Then leave registration, leave recruitment, and focus on sales. Otherwise, you wound yourself because your expectations will be cutting off, and you wonder where it's coming from. It's actually coming from a reflection of how you perceive the business. Hello? You get it now? That's just it. Yeah, we'll try. We'll try our best. if you have, I told the lady that day that if you want to scatter this person's mind now, the person has given up this business. The person doesn't even know the business, so you just force him to fill the form and just let the person, now that there is what we call associate. Or why not? And I told her, why not when a client comes? When a client comes, now that you know that this person is your direct first five, when a client comes, why not find a way? Upgrade the person with 5,000 or with, hello? When the person upgrades, the person can get some commission. Now, do the transaction under that person and let the person get the alerts and call the person. Say you get 200,000 alert, Abi. And he say, yes, so I know that. I said, now that business now, the person will find you come. That's what I told them. Is that how this thing works? Yeah, sit down, let me show you how it works. The person's interest has been what? Awakened. Money can do a lot of things. So. You don't give the person your money. Hello? Many of us are still thinking that commission is my money. It's not your money yet. Let it be someone else's money. It's not really a great sacrifice. No, it's not a great sacrifice because it's not your money yet. That's what I'm saying now. You have to motivate. Okay, I want to ask you a question. You give birth to a child. You do everything for the child. What has the child done for you? Really? For those of us parents who are waiting for the child to grow and establish and now gives you better make your money and be secure yourself. You are not training your child for you. You are training your child, for his own. That's why they tell us, if you're not ready to become a parent, don't become a parent. All right. So, and we are in training now. You are obliged to listen or not to listen. So, let's go to the next. Okay, so we'll end here and go to the next training. Let's look at the screen. Everybody look at the screen. This is a new system. This system was this level was introduced. This level was introduced last year, right? Right? This level was introduced what? Last year for free, which means you can come in for free, earn some commissions, and grow from there. This is to encourage a lot of people. 10%. Yeah, 10%. A lot of people don't still believe this. A lot of PBOs, old PBOs, don't still believe this. You know why they don't believe it? No, you don't. As in, you come in free, you sell, you get commission. Yes, they will use it to upgrade you and give you the balance. Yes, yeah? No, they will upgrade you to, of course. That's it go now because the money is always above 100,000, depends on getting now. So thing is this: the acceptance of the fact that because some of us came in, we had to spend 75,000 to come in for that commission. Then suddenly it is now free for others to just come in and start making payments. A lot of people don't want to accept the reality. This is my opinion. I assume that a lot of people don't want to accept that reality. That's why they still tell you that it's a lie. That it's not really free. You have to. How can you? Because I struggled with the thing, but now it's now free. But it's actually free. Exactly. So the reason why I know it's free is because I've recruited someone and the person got commission. I didn't even choose the commission. I got my own 5%. Bam, just like that. I called the person alpha. Person upgraded. That's when I now realized that they don't really upgrade you. You have to upgrade yourself when you receive the money. So you as the success of the person who brought the person, you have to ensure that the person out of that 150 person gets 75,000 before you begin to think of what you want to use the money. So and the person like, I said, no, if you go to 75,000, you begin to get 15%. Because the person has gotten 150, it should have been 250. But because I've not paid, it's 150. When I now pay and I now begin to sell, I will have higher money. you think the person will not sell? Will not pay. The person will upgrade immediately. So it's mostly rests on us that are bringing the recruits. So I think at this point we'll end here. Let's go to our training for the day. All right. So early. See, if we all come early, maybe we will go early. So this will make us now. We might not spend much time in the training. I don't know. All right, everybody, bring out your phones. Bring out your phones. We are doing a part 2 of CapCut editing with CapCut. We are doing part 2 of editing with CapCut. Man, your phone, you have to.
Big color. Big color. Big color. Go, sir. When they open posted, this is the island. I will send this color.
Yes, sir. Can end. You know, at first it was. Are we? Let's bring out our phones. At first, I thought I was still struggling with that, right? At first, I was struggling with that information because people were telling me that no. Then Dr. J now mentioned it. Then I got someone who got commission. So those two irrefutable evidences. Is that also? If you tell me that maybe tomorrow they have stopped doing it, I'll say okay, maybe. But I say maybe, but I will have to verify. But I actually had someone got commission, and Mama said it with her mouth. So that's exactly. But you know, all right, bring out your phones, everybody. Today we are doing a part 2 of CapCut. Sir, your phones. I'm going to share my screen as always. We are doing a part 2 of CapCut editing. I'm going to be asking questions from people who attended the first class. The first question I'm going to ask is, what is a frame? Yes. What is a frame? What is a frame? I'm asking a question for those of us who are here. You are here. What is a frame? Are you an answer? What is a frame now? Nobody wants to answer. Okay, 1,000 naira recharge card for whoever is going to answer it. What is a frame? And answer it correctly. In video editing, what is a frame? Okay, we tried, but that's not. No. 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 Mm-hmm.
Okay, so combine multiple
That's it. That's it.
That makes sense
Nah.
It's a picture in a CapCut.
Oh yeah, everybody look at the screen. I'm going to off this slide. You need to get out your notes in this for this one. Oh. You might need to write so that you can get the information. I just asked AI what is a frame. The reason why I asked AI is that I want you guys to get a clear definition. Now, in video editing, a frame is a single still image in a sequence of images that make up a video. No, I want you to understand first. No, let's not write first. Let's not write. Now, no, this one I'm saying right, but hold on. In video editing, remember, say this is a frame. Eh? This is a frame, Abi? How many pictures is this one showing? Good. So let's have that in our mind. In video editing, a frame is a single still image, like that image, in a sequence of images that make up a video. Now, pause. Look at me, everyone. Are we listening? When you are playing a video and you pause the video, what are you seeing at that moment? Just a picture. Is that not so? When you play it again and pause, does the picture change? It changes now. You see another picture, Abi? Right? Now, think in your mind now. Different pictures put together and shown at a very high speed, to the point that it now looks as if the picture is moving. Now, let me give you an illustration. When we were back in school, we will buy in our notes, at the edge of our notes. Who can give me a note? See, when we were back in school, everybody look, we will draw something here on our notes. We'll open another page and draw different things. Then we'll not do it like this. When we are doing it, when we are moving the pages, you see as if the thing is moving. Depending on how you draw it. That is an example of a video. That's how so, simply put, a frame is one picture in a video. Yeah, one picture. Now, this is what it says. Think of it like a page in a flip book. When many frames are played quickly, one after another, they create an illusion of motion. When you take your video camera and you're recording something, do you know what's going on in the camera? The camera is taking pictures at a very high speed. That's what it's doing. When you are moving and if you are taking a picture of a cow, a dog moving, what that camera is actually doing is camera is taking millions of pictures at a high speed, one after the other. One after the other. One after the other. Very high speed. So when you play the video, what you're actually playing is all the pictures that the camera has taken, all moving all at once. Then you now see exactly what you saw when you were recording, the dog moving. That's what we now call video. Hello? Video is moving pictures. Have you heard of this word, motion picture? Exactly. So we hear it next time, motion picture. I know what motion is. Video is pictures combined together, shown at high speed, mimicking motion. Sorry, this thing is acting up again. So did we get that definition? Did we get it? It will show again on the screen. So the reason is, before we go into the second part of the practical, we need to understand some things so that we will not just say. Yeah, we will get there. It's practical, so it's on our phones. So you've seen the definition, right? Okay, look at what they just said. Practical session. Let me take it up. if a video runs at 30, okay, sorry, before that, some things were defined here. Look at this. Key features about frames. Number one, there is something called frame rate. I mentioned it last time, right? Hello? Frame rate. Everybody say it. Now, what is frame rate? Frame rate is rate per second. This is the number of frames shown per second in a video. You know how fast a second is now, right? But now, if 30 pictures are shown in 1 second and 4 pictures are shown in 1 second, which one will look more like a video? The 30. Because before we'll be like, you see that it's pictures. But 30, it will be so smooth. Now imagine, so we have defined rates for frames to move per second. We have the 24, 30, and 60. Now look at this. 24 is standard for films. 30 is common for TV and online videos. 60 is used for smoother motion, especially for gaming or sports. So when you are playing a game, the frame rate they use for producing that game is 60 frames per second. But the normal video we watch is 24 frames per second. So that's the concept of frames and frame rate. Then we have another concept for editing. Each frame is editable. In video editing, you can cut or freeze a single frame. Then you can add text or effect to it. You can analyze it for motion tracking or correction. Then editing comes in. In CapCut, last time we were practicalizing, when we imported our video, right? We saw the timeline. Is that also? Okay, let me take you to CapCut now. So when we saw the timeline, we saw that there was a line on the timeline. I personally call that line playhead. It might become something differently in CapCut, but in my knowledge of video editing coming from years, right? I've always known that line to be called playhead. Playhead for me is whatever I am seeing on the screen is the position of where the playhead is. And also, if I move the playhead, what I'm seeing on the screen will begin to change. So let me open. So look at it. This is the timeline. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? See what I'm moving? This is the timeline. This white line here is what I call the playhead. What you are seeing here is what this playhead is touching. So if I move the video across, what I'm seeing is changing. You see it now? It's changing because I'm moving it. But if I stop, what I am seeing right now is one frame. This is just a picture as far as I'm concerned. If I move it again, I see another picture. So between the first picture and the second picture, something has happened. Then also, now, the speed at which each of these pictures are put together is what we refer as FPS, frame per second. So take time to write that down. Frames, frame per second. You can actually ask AI. So we'll just only say, take down something for your notes. You can do your research also. Frame per second is the number of frames that is displayed within a second. Number of frames that is displayed within a second. When you begin to see video differently or see video as it is, just pictures put together, then your concept of video editing begins to open up. Right? So that's just the rudimentary part of it. So there is nothing really special and sophisticated about video editing if you know the fundamentals. Yeah, there's no magic there. Just technology, manipulation of technology. Manipulation by technology. if any one of you will actually have the time, of course, it's only those who are into cinematography and also you go and study the evolution of filmmaking. You will laugh when you saw the very first equipment that was used to take videos. Did you know that the first when video was invented, there was no sound? Hello? Did you know that when video was invented, there was no sound? There was no sound. So just pictures moving, you see, there was no sound, silence. Then somewhere along the line, when they started recording music, okay, but we can. So if we want to record someone who is singing, we can actually put the video and the audio together. That's why we now have videos that have sound. So, all right. So now let's look at the screen. Everybody should open your CapCut. Theory is over. Let's go to practice. In our last lesson, we looked at certain aspects of CapCut. One of the things we did is we recorded ourselves. Then also we did recording, then we added flyer to the project. Then also you should answer me now. If you don't answer me, I'll just end the class. So. You think to talk is easy? All right, so everyone should open their CapCut. But please, I'm going to beg us for something. When I'm doing demonstration, let us look at the TV while I'm doing the demonstration. All right? So you didn't come with your phone. You don't come with your phone. You won't learn this thing. You know it very well. All right. Did they teach you about frames? Okay. What's a keyframe? Oh yeah, now what is a keyframe? You're tired. No easy. Oh my God. All right. Have we all opened CapCut? Okay, just hold on. What is she showing? What? What's your business with the pro now? Calm down now. Don't open CapCut. Chill. Let's get to that point first. All right. So for some of us, what you'll be seeing is this. Is that not so? Right? Everybody look at the screen. Everybody look at the screen now. Good. All right. So the project is just a video editing. Should I begin to explain what project is again? Hello? Project is your work. Project is your what? Your work. So here in my phone, showing project, it means this is one of my work. This is another one. My bad. Sorry. So I have only 4 projects, right? I have what? 4 projects in my work. Now, if I want to open one of the projects, I simply tap on it. Just watch the screen, please. Please tap on this project. It will open. It's saying downloading updates. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now it has opened. Please let's look at the screen. Can you see the screen? Fantastic. Now I want to play my project. I've done this before, so I just want to play it. This is what I will press. I'll press this play. Then it will play. I think there should be volume on this. Let me see. So this is a video. Is that also good? You see the thing appearing here. What's that called? What's this text called? It's called what? Caption. Everybody say it again. In CapCut, you can create simple captions for free. Simple ones, so don't one that are colorful and many things. It will ask you for pay. Simple captions for what? For free, for short videos. 1 minute video, 2 minute video. At least I think I've done 3 minutes video free to capture the words into this. Hello? So that's what captions are. Now, cap. I'm starting from the beginning. Now, when I play it again, this is where you'll be looking at. Look at the playhead. I want you to observe this player and tell me which part of, sorry, I want you to observe this timeline and tell me which part of this timeline is actually moving. Is the white line moving? Is the white line moving? So what is moving? See, everybody. Okay, we're not using technical terms now. It's the in frame. Fantastic. See what knowledge can do? You can say it's the footage also that's moving. You know what the footage is, right? Hello? I've used it before now. Footage or clip. Is that also? Good. So, whatever passes through this playhead, that is what shows here. Okay? Good. Okay. Now, let's all pay our attention down here. The first thing here is what? Then you have overlay. Then you have what? Now, if you want to see more, you do like this on your phone. But please keep looking at the screen. We are not yet there yet. You push it like this. When I push it like this, I see more. I see what? Captions, aspect ratio, filters, and just stickers, background. Right? All these are things that you can explore for this project. The reason why I'm using an already made project is I want to show you some of the features again by your request. Refresher. Right? Good. Now, this playhead, this timeline, you can actually move the video yourself by tapping and moving. Now, if I do it like this, see, I can move. Then I can move back. Sorry about this. Then I can move back. Anyway, I can move it to the beginning. This is the beginning. I can move it to the ending. This is the ending. CapCut will even show you ending. CapCut will show you cover. I'm going to explain what this cover is. All right. So now, this cover here is the image you see when before you play a video on WhatsApp. The video will look like an image first. Then also, but there will be a big play on the video. Are you familiar with that? That image you see is the cover of the video. And let me tell you why that image is very important. If you have a video of a property and the beginning of the video is showing you videoing the road going towards the property, then also good. If there is no way to have a cover, the beginning of your video is the picture that will show when you post your video on WhatsApp. Then when you post a video and it's showing road, like someone driving. The person looks at the video. The person will not have any idea what the video is about. It's not also a road. What is this person? Is the person trying to show us road to where? But the invention of cover gives us the ability to choose the kind of picture we want the person to see first. Is that not so? So you want to show yourself sitting down, crossing your leg, smiling, and a big caption showing by your side. If you want that picture to be the first thing that the person will see before the person press play, then that is what you can do on cover. Many of us are fallen victims of. You will see a very fantastic YouTube video. You see the picture, they will tell you. You see someone holding house, the house is about to fall. You know, you will think when you play it, you will see someone holding houses. That's fake. They just created a photo to convince you and entice you to press play. Because they know that once you press play, anyhow, you must watch the first 10 seconds. And that first 10 seconds, they don't get their money. They have won. They are being paid for the first 10 seconds you play. If you now stop and go in, they've already been paid. You have created an impression already for the person. Hello? That's it. And you have created a breadcrumb for yourself. So if not bad video, you go watch. You don't show for internet records, say you watch this bad video, this day, this time. So before you play any video, think very well. Hello? Especially on YouTube, especially on what? On WhatsApp. Any video you want to play, you know who sends the video, even in a group. It's not someone that will send the video. You will see the person, you can even go and want to DM the person. So anybody sends video on a group online, on a WhatsApp group, if the video is a bad video, the person is only doing what? Exposing himself. Except a WhatsApp is hacked, and that's very dangerous. All right. Any question on what I've said before we continue? This is the timeline. Anywhere this playhead is touching, that is what you will see here. Under here is a scrollable bar showing all the tools you can use for your editing. Everything you bring into this project lands on the timeline. You only see per frame here. That's why I started with frame. See why the reason why I started with frame? Whatever you are looking at here is one frame at a time. Hello? Good. If you notice, this timeline has a video and has another bar called what? Audio. Add audio. Is that also? But this video can talk. Okay. I'm going to tap on this timeline once. On this once, it highlighted this video. Is that also? Immediately highlighted the video, the menus under here changed. These are the things I want you to observe. It means that right now, whatever is showing under here is going to affect this clip, or it is for this clip. For example, the very first one is what? Split. Then we have what? Speed. Then we have what? Animations. Then we have what? Effect. Then we now have what? You know what delete is now? If you tap that delete now, this clip goes off. Now, if I tap split, this is what will happen. This video will divide into two at the point of the playhead. Please note that. So if you want to divide the video at some point, if that point is not where this playhead is, you are doing something else. Hello? Hello? Now I'm going to go ahead and press split. Then watch this. Immediately I press split, you can now see that this place is no longer selected. It's now here that is selected. there's now a wedge here. It's now showing that I have divided this clip into two. So let me show you that I've divided into two.
No,
If I select here, select, if I select the other side, that's the one I select. So there are two different clips now. You can see it now. Can you see what I'm doing? I tap here, this is selected. If I tap here, this one is selected. So two different videos, but it's the same video, but I just split it in at some point. Play it. It doesn't show. Watch. If I play it, it does not show. Watch. If I play it, it does not show because it's the same video. But why would I want to split a video? Last class, we learned that you can split the video if you want to put effect, or you want to put transition, or you want to, or you don't want, maybe you don't want the beginning. You can select this one and delete. See, I've deleted that one. So what is left is now short. Let me undo. There is an undo here. If you do something by mistake, you can undo it from these buttons here. I press this button, it returns back what I deleted. All right. Questions if I move forward? To move forward? Okay. Yeah, no. You don't really need to document that process, but look at, you have split, you have speed, you have animation, you have effects. All right. Now, speed. This is what speed does. Hold on. If I click on speed, to give me these two things. Now, this first one is normal, curve, velocity effects. Now, let me click on normal. Now, I can actually change the speed of this video. I can make it faster or slower. It gives me something like this. If I want to make it faster, I will just move this thing to 2 or 3, 5 times faster, 10 times faster, 100 times faster, or want to slow it down. So let's practicalize. Let me slow it down half by moving it this one this way, like let's say 0.5. Now, let me play. And play it again. So I'm done. When I'm done with this, I press good. Now, is the clip I changed. Remember, I divided the video into two. So you notice that the first clip is slow, then the second clip is normal. Watch. You notice it? I just want to see you to make you see the changes. Now, let me go back. Now, select clip again. Go back to speed. Select the clip, go back to speed, then I go to normal. Now I want to make it faster, so I take it, let's say times 2. Then I click on this. Now let me play it. Let's see the magic. Notice it? Now let me increase the second one too. Increase the second one to ×2. Then let me play everything from the beginning. Now what? Right. So that is speed. That is what? Okay. What's the next feature? So let me undo. Let me take it back to normal. Okay. I've taken everything back to normal. So I select the clip again. The next thing is animation. Let me click on animation. I'm just showing you. So in animation, we have in, out, combo. This is very important to note. Anything that has blue diamond on it is not free. So avoid it. Hello? Because if you will not be able to export your video. Is that understood? Any of these features that have diamond on it, it means it's pro. That was not. So for animation, we have free. We have the first one is vibrating. The second one is screen wipe. Out. We had fade in. At least these ones are free. Now I'm going to use fade. So we'll see how it's going to work. Now if I select this, I wait for it. It has been selected. Then I said OK. OK is always the good mark. So note that. Now I've added animation. I want to start my video from the beginning. Now everybody please watch. Look at the animation. Do you see it? Did you observe it? I do it again. See animation. Let me change the animation. Let me take it to the beginning. I select the clip. I go to animation. Then, because this is the one that was selected, that's the one that will show. Now I want to change it to this first one because it's free. So I will change it and I will watch. It will show me the effects. Okay, so if I change it to this one, it will, before I select it, it will show me the effect. This is the effect, very simple. If I change it to this one, that's the effect. Change it to this first one, this is the effect. So if this one I want, I pick it.
Good afternoon,
Now, I just succeeded in changing the entrance
I just
of
got
the
your
video. The video will
message.
start
I'm
by
listening to you. I can
going
hear
like
it clearly.
this and coming in. Is that not sweet? We have limited features. So now the other feature again is effects. This one now. Let me click on effects. We have video effects, body effects. Let me pick on the first one, video effects, which is free. Now you will see the very first three is free. Zoom lens, camera footage. So let me pick this one. If I pick the third one, I wait for it. Now, this is what it says. Look, it said press and hold to add to favorites. So that's for you to do if you want to do that. Now, let me add this effect. Say okay. Play. Let me play from the beginning again. Who can remind me how to add a video or a picture here?
Not picking down.
Overlay. Hey, fantastic. Thanks, guys. So, is it overlay from down here, which is this one, right? Okay, so I'm going to close this project and let's all open a new project. Everybody, let's go. New projects. The new project will prompt you to create a new
show me Ben.
show you your gallery. Hello? It will show your gallery now. See what you pick. But there are two types of elements in your gallery. There is the videos and there's the what? Photos. There's the what? Video and what? What's it showing on your phone? So you select photo. Go to photos. Go to photos. Yes, sir. So this is photo. So you can pick a photo, you can pick a video. Right? Hello? Okay. So which one do we do? Do we do photo or video? Video. Okay, see, before we do video, everybody go out of go to your camera and record yourself. Go out of CapCut, just shoot pics. Select your zero now. Select the zero here. Go out of CapCut. Go to your camera, video yourself for 10 seconds. You can smile, you can do whatever you want to do. Just video yourself for 10 seconds. You can say something. Say, hi, I'm in the video editing class. It's blah, blah, blah. And now go back to CapCut. Now go back to the project. You should see the video there. Now select the video. Let me do my own self. Let me record myself. Hello world. This is Destiny from PWAN Sterling. We are in a video editing class, and I have videos who are ready to blow your mind. Okay. For me, I will now select my own. So you select your own. When you select it, to show you a preview. Right? Then you pick hard. You've done that now, Abby? Then you pick hard. You have not selected video now. This is Destiny. Destiny the educator. And have you done yours? Press add now. So open like this. You don't have a very big mouth. How you go? Yeah, I have a big mouth now. And I'm proud of it. Have you? Can we go ahead? Is there another class there? You guys are not ready, okay? Now play your video. Play it using this. Let's see, play it. It has ended. Yes. What's going on? Play. Now, when it finishes playing, hello. Now, look at my phone. Drag it like this back to the beginning. Exactly. Okay. Something else. You're just taking your time. All right. Now we are going to add. Now we're going to add animation. Are we ready? Yes. Are we ready?
Yes,
Now, tap on the right, white. Tap on here. To be white to select. Now go to animation. Look up. Go to animation. Go to animation. Now, can you see? Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. What's the first Scroll down. Don't use zoom out. Animation. Now, I want us, everyone, tap it once.
What are you? What's my Nigeria?
You see the name.
You walk out the died sweat. Without knife. Dying soft is still pampering. And just die like that.
Now, once you click on it, you tap this bookmark here. And it will go into your Then scroll to the beginning. Look up. Then scroll to the beginning. Your beginning should be blank when you do that. Your beginning should be blank. Because it's blank, when you play it, you see the effects. Play it and see. That's the animation you choose. You choose combo. Don't scroll like this. Let me see.
I saw that.
That's
Wow. I saw that.
well, it is a nice kind.
Can you see the effects? Can you see animation? Hello. Sorry about that, right? Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add add caption.
Not now. Doors closing up.
Okay, now let's add. Are we ready? Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You know, when you select the picture, showing white, that not so. If you want to not select it, press somewhere. Just there's a black place on my just press it.
I feel like
Because you don't select anything again, you now see captions. You see captions on the screen now. Okay, look on the screen now.
I think it's
Everybody click on caption. Just click it once. Let's get to the point. Just click on it. Are you there? Generate from showing video, right? Man, is this what you are seeing? When you see this, don't use it. It's not free. The one you should use is the one that doesn't have any. You get it now? Good. Now, so look for something and you find this yes, but can you see it? Can you see it? Yes. Okay, yes. Is there anything on top? Is there anything on top? Now,
You send me very few text. You want to like them.
To select it. Then click Tab Generate. Generate and wait. Okay, mine is stop at 99. If you're on a please.
Go and bring my. Go and bring my.
There's only one word you use. Yeah. But practice makes perfect, right? Fancy, right? And let me play my own. Do you see this? Do you see this in your own? The icon. It means it's supposed to show this before you now say okay. You now say okay, hold on. You saw it before, you bypassed it, right? Okay, now everybody look up. Like getting somewhere. Now, from the beginning, please look up. Are you not logged in? Are you logged in? You are logged in now, so it's supposed to. When was the last time you used? Have you used caption before? Today, this week? Yes, a lot. You have run out of your free slot per month now. Yeah, you can overrun it. It's free now, so it's not forever. It's not unlimited. Maybe it's 10 minutes. When you have done caption for 10 minutes, you have run out of caption for the month because it's free. All right, everybody look up. Now, if you click on the caption on that, you notice the timeline. Look at the timeline here. You notice that the caption has been introduced in the timeline, right? Now, if you click on the caption, if you click on it, you see that it is in blocks. It's in blocks. You notice that? And the reason why it's in blocks is because when you are talking, you pause. So when there's a pause, it's a block. So it doesn't generate like a whole that makes it easy for us to edit. When we can now edit it in case the captions And because of your pronunciation.
It's new.
So when you click on edit caption,
Wow.
read out text.
It's good, bro.
Then you can tap inside that text and you can now make your corrections. When you are done, you press the bookmark and
Wale show. He never show.
now the next thing we want to do is to add hello as overlay. Fantastic. Now go to overlay. Let's go back. Overlay, yes. Okay, all right, hold on. Before we go to overlay,
Kí ló jẹ tó fi ń sùn? Abishad. Kí ló jẹ kí ló mu tó fi ń sùn lọ́wọ́ ńgbà náà? Mukele. Ṣé o náà lò náà ní tù lónìí?
How do you know?
Game máa ń ráyé bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ padà tún play, ẹ tún play, ẹ tún play.
No, so.
Are we
Junior, àti kẹta ló máa ti lẹ́yìn fífi fífi dẹrù.
Lọ́dún náà kò wá lọ́dún òjì ẹ̀ fáì méjì. Bàbá ìjà orí rẹ̀ pa mí.
Okay, that three dots is if you want to make it be fine. Let's just do that first. Don't do this again. We'll come back to that. Okay, now see what you're going to do. Look up. See. Now, because want to add an image, but we don't want to add it in the beginning of the video. So let's go to like maybe 5 seconds. How you know is when you're scrolling, you look at the side, you see the timer. When you are done that, we can now use the overlay. When you say add overlay, it will take you back to where you choose video or picture. Now go to picture, go to photos. Yes, go to photos. Go to photos. Pick anyone. Don't be too selective. Just pick something. Pick something. Then add it. Pick something, add it. And wait.
Abo. Abi no, that's not going. Watch this video carefully. Okay, bro.
You've added it.
Yeah.
Alright. And this is where it gets a little bit more dramatic.
Yes.
Now you see your flyer just boom in front. Is that also? Yes.
After them and
Look at the bottom.
and
Now how do you do that? Hold on. Tap here and move and see what happens. Tap on the flyer and move it and move it. Hello. So see, do what I said. I said tap like this. And move. Don't remove your hand. So it's like dragging. This is what dragging. It's moving, right? It's moving, right? Okay, now look up now. Look up. Look at the edges. You see this side. You see something like 2 boxes, right? Now this side, you see something like circle, right? Right? Okay, now if I tap on this, I drag this edge. Just move the screen. So if I drag here, it reduces the size. Try it.
All my Jackie can for me, Joe. I've heard it. Mo ní kọ́ ló má jẹ́ kí kinní yìí fọ́ mi jẹsẹ̀. Mo ní Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí kinní yìí kó fọ́ mi jẹsẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn ọkọ̀ tó ní 5,000, ẹ̀kan ní 7,000 ní XR, mo ní à.
Anyway, so but now when you reduce it for you, Luma, for you just drag it to the edge, drag it to the damper. Maybe I'll take my own up. I will take my own somewhere here and do this again and do this somewhere. So just put it anywhere comfortable for you. My own is up here like this. You done that, Abby?
Yes.
Yeah. I think just read this. Your work is just fixing it. You don't know how excited I am that you're learning this thing. That is fantastic. Okay. All right. Now, hello. Now, are we done? So this is what we're going to do. Drag the entire playhead to the beginning, the entire timeline to the beginning, and play. When you play it, you will see how your flyer will come in. You see it, David? Fantastic. All right. Now, look up everyone. There's another thing I need to teach you guys. Look up everyone. I know the exciting process of copies. Now look up. I want to show you something. Notice this. The picture that we introduced occupy a specific number of frames, right? Now, it means that when it's playing, it will appear and what? But if you want to increase the duration of its appearance, right? Now, let's assume I want to drag it further to get to this point. You know what you do? Just look at the screen. You will select this. When you select it, it will show you these white edges. Right? Then you drag this white edge, you drag it to expand. You see? It's too much. I'm still looking at my phone. I drag it to stop. I can reduce it. Now try it. Let's drag. You have so many overlays. You have two overlays. What happened? I did this first one.
Because see, I can only delete. So, but if I want to it's the same place. It's dragging back.
The phone is very sensitive. When you are dragging this thing, you have to push it small, small, move your hand small, small, right? Have you tried this, Abi? So it will now be longer. Have you done it?
Yes.
Have you done it?
Yes.
Have you done it?
Yes.
So we now know it, right?
Yes.
That's how you drag the something on the overlay to stay more or to stay less. Remember, we did two things. Let's look up, please. Let's look up, please. Let's look up, please. We did two things. We manipulated this overlay in two places. We manipulated it first inside here. Now, in the frame, what we did here is to manipulate its position and the size. But if you want to manipulate how far it stays, it's in the timeline. By increasing the number of frames or reducing the number of frames. Get it now?
Yes.
Fantastic. Questions?
Thank you.
So I think that's how we also put like logos and videos.
Yes. Even put another video in the video.
Yes.
You remember when we used overlay?
Yes, I did.
The first thing it showed us was videos. Now also,
Yes.
you can put a video here and reduce the video. This video will play.
Oh, no, how can we, maybe I'm talking about selling golf. I already have the video. I say, I'm talking selling golf. How will I put that my video? Then I'm talking to show what I'm talking about.
Okay, now she has a question. Let me say the question. She has a property she wants to show. The property is a video. Am I right?
Yes.
Now she wants to talk while the video is playing. Right? Which means two videos and also now the technical thing to do is to first of all bring in the video as your project.
It's true.
No.
One.
First bring in the property of the video
Okay.
as your project, right? That is what is occupying everywhere. Is that also? Remember when you are creating a project for the first time, it will ask you the picture or the video you want to use. That is covering everything. After that, you now know the video. Now, you now ask yourself, the video is 20 seconds. You will now go and do a recording of 20 seconds or less. Don't go and be doing a video recording that is more than the video of the property. If you do that, it means it is your video you want to put first. Then the property of the video will now be by the side. But that doesn't make any sense because it is not yourself you're advertising. So then we've seen the video. Now, you now go and do a recording of, let me say, 15 seconds. Talk about the property clearly. Talk about it in your 15 seconds. When you are done, you come back to your project, you do an overlay, and add that your recording in the overlay. Now, in the overlay, your recording will be smaller than the video because it's shorter. Then you can now control that video because it will be floating. That your video, it will be floating. You now control it, maybe put it by the side. Make it as small as possible. They are seeing your face, your face, and they are hearing you. And so when you play it, the video will be playing while you'll be talking. But there's a technicality there. If the video has sound, the sound will overlap. Right? Most extended videos have sounds, don't also it overlap. But because you are doing a recording and you want the person to hear what you're saying, you have to find a way to kill the video, the audio of the property, or reduce the audio of the property, of the video property. Reduce the volume. So when you reduce the volume, then it's now your own overlay that is more loud. Do I answer the question? So it's plastic. So I know some people are asking, how do you reduce the video?
Go to volume. Maybe when you put that first video, you go to volume, then
You go to somewhere volume, right? Or sound. Exactly. Can we try it?
Yes.
Select your video, the first video, select it. Let's look for the property. Have you selected it?
Yes.
Let's go back. Go back. Go back until you get to the beginning. Go back. Go back. Go back. Like this. Like this again. Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't we're not done now. Auntie, we're not done with this thing now. You are doing your own thing. Then when we're not doing something, now they're asking questions. No, I don't work like that now. Are we here now? Now select the clip. Select it from here. Have you selected?
Yes.
Now there should be an option for volume. Keep scrolling. Where are you?
Volume.
Select this clip. Then look for volume. Scroll, look for volume. Don't be fast. Have you seen the volume?
Yes.
When you tap the volume, what do you do?
Reduce it.
Kill it completely. Reduce it to 0. Then you are done. Yeah, no, that's why I do that. When you kill it and you press OK and you play it, you won't hear the sound again. Is that not so?
Yes.
If you want the sound back, you go back and do the same process and you get the sound back. Can we call it today from here?
No. Yes, let's finish.
Instead of the video.
No, that will at the end of the video to be the flyer that you show.
That's an assignment you have to try. Try it yourself. The fact that you conceive that concept now, it means you can. He wants the video to end with the flyer full on the screen.
Okay, at the end of the
At the end of the
you
video,
put overlay.
you put another overlay. First of all, take your playhead to the ending, or maybe to somewhere here, like see. Take it to somewhere here like this. Then I go to overlay. Then I take it again. I add it again, but this time around, I reduce it to the end. Yeah? Then I blow it. I blow it. But because I blow it, but because it's not no, you see, it won't cover because this flyer is not long. Right? Which space here? No. See, you can't put anything here. CapCut, that's where CapCut logo appears. Because it's free. So if you are trying to avoid that CapCut ending, it's free, you can't avoid it. Yeah, it's free. It's when you are subscribed to a premium to a pro, then you can start to eliminate CapCut end. That's why I see a lot of videos online, it ends with CapCut. You get you can't avoid it. They give you something free and they will chop something from you. Advert. Of course. Those people they can't business when they do it. Crazy business. You'll be using their platform and advertising for them. Are we okay? Yes. Now anything from this point onwards, experiment, practicalize. See, let me tell you. Hello, look up. It's when you try these things yourself that you will have questions when you come. When you come to me next Monday and you are asking me questions, I will know you have done something. If there are some questions you ask me, I won't answer you because I know you did different. You just want to ask a question. Because if you did something, you will come with that, look, see, I tried this thing, right? So we end it from We end it at this point. Are we okay? You have to talk to yourself now. It's easy. Abi? Nobody asked me how do we export this now? How do we save it out? We are talking about well, not in that now. I don't so now. I'm going to consider how to export. Okay, you know how to export in CapCut in a Canva. It's the same way.
CapCut standard, therefore going updates.
So if you want to export, you click on this. Look at everyone. Just look at the screen. When you click on export, please look at the screen. You click on export. It's telling me to upgrade. No. It will now be converting. It will be exporting. Once it's done with this, it will automatically save in your gallery. You can send it to anybody you want to send. All right. I think we are done for today.